What's cracking, guys? Omar Yusuf here. Everyone has that one problem that's really annoying and they can't seem to get rid of, they can't seem to fix. For me, personally, it's this fucking vent right here that's always ruining our shit, Severin. Get it HD, on high definition audio, so they know my suffering. For you, on the other hand, it might be weight loss. And I understand, as a former large man, a large boy, a thick boy, some might say even a peach boy. When I first bulked, I got at 220 pounds. I was skinny my whole life, and then because I didn't have the proper behavioral patterns, I just assumed, reading the muscle magazines where you had to do something called massive eating. And I saw the football players, I gained 80 pounds in 8 months. It wasn't good. But when it comes to weight loss, when it comes to fat loss, one of my primary rules would be to make it as easy as possible for the individual. Now, with that being said, if you care about your strength, if you care about your performance in the gym, because maybe you're a competitor, maybe you just like to lift heavy, in which case I salute you, I salute heavy metal. It becomes more important to plan things out effectively because you can train with enough volume as you reduce calories in order to maintain some semblance of muscle mass and look good. But trying to manage all those variables, keep your strength as high as possible, maintain your muscle mass, and lose fat effectively becomes harder to juggle all three. And there's many options. For Kaizen, when we had the strength and fat loss program, which is a really effective program that I stand behind, it's a slow fat loss phase. So it's 12 to 16 weeks of you losing over those 12 to 16 weeks about 10 to 12 pounds. So about 3/4 of a pound per week. What that translates to is that your deficit is not that big. So you won't feel the effects of being in a deficit after maybe 6, 7, 8 weeks. So you can maintain your performance because you have enough micronutrients, you have enough macronutrients in order to perform well in the gym. And for most people, I think a slow cut is a solid idea. But there are a lot of variables, and that's why recently I've been experimenting with something that I really enjoy after talking with Eric Helms, his paper that he published when it came to the concept of diet breaks. And so for myself right now, I just completed my 6th week in a fat loss phase. I did 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off, so 2 weeks maintenance, and then 3 weeks back on. Those 6 total weeks I spent cutting, I did an aggressive fat loss where I ended up losing 13.4 pounds. That translates roughly to 2 point some odd pounds, 2.1, 2.2 pounds per week loss. And that's high. That's high. For someone that's not very overweight, you know, I had some weight to lose. That's pretty damn aggressive. But here's the kicker. Because of the maintenance weeks, I feel great. And that is why when it comes to weight loss, I'm going to give you a few different options here. What I personally wish I knew before I began losing weight would be the following. 1, you could do it slow and steady. And this is relevant for people that want to keep their strength and also individuals where they want to make sure that they don't get hungry, maybe from a psychological standpoint. They want to control those behaviors. They don't want to be food focused where they're thinking about food constantly. Okay, that makes sense. 2, for some people, that aggressive fat loss where they just want to get it over with, the thought of doing a slow cut for 12 to 16 weeks only to lose 10 pounds is unappealing because in their head, they're cutting the entire time. So they'll try and do a rapid fat loss. And so we released once again that advanced fat loss or rapid fat loss where the goal was over a 12-week period to lose about 20 pounds, 20 some odd pounds. And that's pretty damn aggressive. You're probably going to be feeling, I'm going to be real with you, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You're going to feel like shit at the end of that because you're in such an aggressive deficit. And the deficit basically determines your fatigue. And for some people, and this is what's important, let's say those with a spendthrift metabolism, those such as myself, I think Eric would probably put himself in that category. I know Silent Mike would. They have to eat pretty damn well below maintenance, where it's not just calories in, calories out, as people first think, in order to lose weight. With their spendthrift metabolism, they're going to have some pretty poverty macros in order to lose all that weight. So you're going to have 12 weeks for a rapid fat loss phase of being miserable, which is why the solution or the idea that I've been playing with and I'm currently experimenting it with myself is the diet break in between some aggressive fat loss. So 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off, 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I'm going to do 3-week phases, so it's going to be 9 weeks in total. I'm going to get down, right now I'm 184.4. I started out at 197.6. I'll get down to about 180 pounds. So I'll spend 9 weeks losing about 18 pounds. 9 weeks of dieting, but we put those 2 weeks of maintenance. And what this does for strength athletes, I don't want to speak in absolutes, but I don't know if I'll ever diet any other way, especially when I care about my strength. Because here's what happens. Here's the classic fat loss phase or rapid fat loss that occurs for most people. You begin losing weight, your strength's pretty good, it starts pretty good, and then week 4, week 5, week 6, your strength starts going down. Your fat loss is going down like so, but your strength, you might lose more strength than the fat that you're actually losing. And so it inevitably becomes kind of depressing when you attach your identity or you attach your performance with how well things are going in the gym, and it just continues to go down. Enter those diet breaks where you take 3 weeks of dieting, which is pretty damn aggressive, 2 weeks of maintenance so you start feeling better, then 3 weeks of dieting again. And if you plan your programming around this, where your deload, where your lighter weeks, you start your fat loss phase, and then it gets heavier when you're in the maintenance, and then you decrease the weight once again as you resume your aggressive fat loss, and then as you enter maintenance, you increase intensity once more. You're pairing now the intensity in the gym with your caloric intake. And I think in this way probably is the smartest idea to maintain performance while losing a good chunk of weight. So this is something that I'm currently doing. This is something that I wish I knew. There's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Just like with training where individuals will respond differently to different strength programs. There's some guiding principles. What's a guiding principle of weight loss? You need to be in a caloric deficit. But do we want to be unicaloric, which means we eat the exact same amount of calories every single week? Or are we looking instead at average weekly weighted calories, which means that you can have 4 low days and 3 higher days? Well, then let's take a look at the entire 12-week or 16-week block. How do you want to do it? Well, maybe we do 3 weeks aggressive, 2 weeks maintenance, rather than 12 entire weeks of just being in a slight deficit. So, things to consider. I want to know from you guys how you personally prefer to lose weight. What's your preferred approach where you feel that your adherence is at its highest? I think this method that I'm developing in my head for myself that I like, the adherence would be very high because 1, you do 3 weeks a phase of fat loss and then 2 weeks of maintenance. So it doesn't even feel, it's so broken up, you don't feel like you're losing weight. And then 2, your performance in the gym will remain higher because those maintenance weeks, you really feel a lot better, you feel like you have more energy, and you feel that you can tackle a better performance in the gym. So I want to hear from you guys. I'm curious what you think. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm excited to show you guys another update. That'll be in about a week or 2 where I'll give another physique update. I gave that one when I was 190, when I lost the first 7 pounds. I'll give another one. I'm honestly just loving training right now, and training in 2019 I can say has been pretty damn fantastic. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked the video, I'm looking right into your soul. I'm staring into that thing and it looks dark. Not Heart of Darkness, you know, Joseph Conrad style, just kind of dark, like maybe you want a light bulb in there. Like the damn video. And I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next one. Peace.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.